When you just come into this industry, you're going to learn a lot of things, especially if you're doing it on your own. You're going to learn from different people. Even when you're doing it with somebody, in the beginning, you're learning from online, basically. Okay, a lot of people started by learning about trading online before they finally got a mentor and maybe a teacher or whatever. But in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about a few things that I no longer agree with now that I've been trading for 3 years. And the first thing is going to be the fact that people say you need a mentor to succeed in trading. Without a mentor, you will not succeed. And I think this talk comes a lot from people who offer mentorships, people who offer teaching. It comes a lot from them. I don't agree with this because there are a lot of people, most of these people who offer mentorships today, they did it on their own. I am someone who did it on my own. That does not mean I never paid for mentorships, but I didn't get the value for what I paid for. The hardest work that came through for me as a trader, I did it by myself, right? So I'm not going to give credit to anybody. I am very sorry that I'm not giving credit to anybody, but I learned on my own with YouTube, with baby peeps, with various things. When it comes to psychology as well, I did it on my own. That is even the highest work, right? Now let's talk about number 2. Number 2 is going to be signal groups. If you're someone who is beginning as a trader and you go into signal groups, you're doing more harm than good to yourself. It's going to mess you up psychologically, it's going to mess you up financially, it's going to mess you up physically. And at the end of the day, you're going to call trading a scam, because trading is not a scam. The mentors that you're paying to can be scams. The teachers that you're paying to can be scams. The signal groups can be scam. But trading on its own is not a scam. Trading is a $1 trillion market, and everybody can make it in this industry, but the industry is not for everybody. A lot of people who come into this industry give up the first year, the second year, the third year. So yeah. Now, I don't agree with this ideology that trading is gambling. A lot of people say trading is gambling, but I'm very sorry, I don't buy into that idea. The reason why I'm saying that I don't buy into that idea is that trading can be and it cannot be gambling. It depends on who the person who is facing this market is. If you're somebody who is trading without any plan, any risk management, you don't know what you're doing, you're just entering and exiting the market anyhow, then you're a gambler. Now, if you're someone who is entering the market, you have a structured plan, you know what you're doing, you know what you're seeking for, you know exactly, because you cannot know exactly what is going to happen in the next minute in the market, right? That is why we say that trading is a game of probability and not certainty. Now that we have talked about this, trading is not gambling. The person who is trading is a gambler. That is not the same thing. And when it comes to the fourth, I guess, the fourth thing that I don't agree with in this space is, just because you're not showing off wealth does not mean that you are not a successful trader. And I think one of the reasons why a lot of people get into the wrong hands in trading is because I was a victim. We look more at what people are doing and less of what's like the lifestyle that people are showing us, and less of the fact that there are actually people in these markets who have been trading for years, and you're not going to see them online. I'm sorry, you will not find them here, because they are busy with the market. They are busy with the market. That is what they want to do. There are people who just want to trade. They don't want to teach anybody. They just want to learn this skill and do with the skill whatever they want, and not literally teach people. There are other people who want to teach. There are many ways to make money in the market, and just because someone is a teacher does not make them a scam. Just because someone is a mentor does not make them a scam. Another thing that I don't agree with is the fact that people mistake teachers for mentors. A mentor and a teacher is not the same thing. If we go to Google and ask Google what is the meaning of a mentor, Google is going to tell us. So let's do that. According to Google, a mentor is an experienced and trusted advisor who provides guidance, support, and wisdom to less experienced person, that is basically a mentee, to help them grow personally and professionally, sharing skills, knowledge, insights to foster development and navigate challenges. They act as coach, connector, supporter, offering advice, moral encouragement, and opening doors to opportunities, acting as a wise guide for success. That is basically who a mentor is. So let's ask now, who is a teacher? A teacher, on the other hand, is an educator who facilitates learning, imparts knowledge, skill, and value, and helps individuals develop their potential, often in schools, but also in other settings by designing lesson and assessing progress and guiding personal growth. They are professionals who specialize in subject and age group, acting as guide to help students succeed academically or personally. Now, if we ask what is the difference between a teacher and a mentor? A teacher imparts structured knowledge in a specific subject within a formal setting following a curriculum, while a mentor offers personal long-term guidance, wisdom based on experience, focus on overall growth, career, or life skill, and often in an informal relationship. Teachers are about what to learn, facts and skill, whereas mentors are about how to navigate life careers, acting as trusted guide and role model beyond textbook knowledge. That is basically who a teacher is, and that is basically who a mentor is. And if we look, and when you look at the definitions from different angles, you're going to see that both can be teachers, both are teaching, but a mentor plays much more a huge role than a teacher. A mentor is there to guide you. A mentor is there to teach you on how to develop and build yourself. Meanwhile, with the teacher, it is not the case. That is why I basically don't agree that a mentor and a teacher is the same thing, and that is why I say that there are more of teachers in this industry than mentors, because most of these people in this industry are more focused about the money and less focused on the students themselves, because they pile up so many students and they don't have the ability to reach out to everybody. So yes. Now, another thing that I don't really agree on is that you need to be patient with your prop firm's account. Now, this is what I mean. I used to be one of those people who risk 0.25 on a prop firm account. And if you look very well, that takes you a long time for you to pass that account. It's going to take you 6 months. It's going to take you months. And I don't believe that you need to waste so much time on a challenge phase. Now, the moment you get to a funded phase, you can be careful. You can try to manage your risk properly. But for me personally, moving forward, I am risking 1% on. I used to be so scared of risking 1% of my personal on my prop firm account, because in my head is like, what if I lose this money? What if I blow this money away? That came from fear. That came from lack. And looking at it right now, I am going more with, I know what I am doing. I'm going to follow my plan, follow risk management and everything. I'm risking 1% every day. And if I hit my 1% goal for the day, I'm done. I'm risking 1%, targeting 3. So if I risk 1% and I target like $100, because the account that I'm having right now is a funded next stellar account, and I have $800 to completely lose the account, and I need to make $1,000. So that being said, I need to fail 8 times before I finally lose the account. So if I'm risking 100 to make 300, that means in 3 trades I can pass the account phase 1. But if I fail 8 times, then I would have lost the account. I'm going to buy another account. I'm going to trade again. And I've learned that the best way to scale up in this industry is with prop firms account, because as people who don't have enough money to fund a personal account, I don't have $10,000 to fund a personal account, and $1,000, it's something, but it's not enough to fund a personal account. And if there's one goal that I have this year, is to make at least $100,000. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I know that I'm going to put everything in place to make this a reality. That is going to be with the help of prop firms. I am going to buy multiple prop firms this year, $100, $200,000, no, $100,000, $200,000. And when you look very well, if you can make 1%, or even 10%, if you can make 10% on a $100,000 account a month, that means you have made $10,000 that month. And if you scale up, you can buy like a $200,000 account or $500,000 account that you keep scaling. And I think fear should not hold us back. fear should not make us to miss on opportunities just because we think that, yes, prop firms have a lot of rules. That is why it's for professional traders. If you're not a professional trader, then you're going to have a lot of issues with trading prop firms. One thing that I don't agree with is that you need to test your strategy on a demo account. I don't agree with that. I believe that if you are somebody who plans on going into prop firm's account, buy a prop firm, buy the least one, is 5k, right? The least account is 5k and it can cost you approximately $32. If you put that $32 in your personal account, you easily blow it up because you don't have any risk management. You going to try to be greedy. You're going to be greedy. Not that you're going to try, you're going to be greedy because in your head it's like, okay, let me just flip this account. I think trading small account comes a lot with a flipping mindset, which is not entirely bad, but at the same time it is not a good way to go as a trader. Now I have this $50 account that I want to flip. I'm trying to flip for the first time and I want to test my strategy and see how it's going to go. Nothing crazy, just if it goes, it goes. If it gives me profit, it has given me profit, and that is going to be a good thing. But I'm still on the ground that you don't need to start your journey or practice your trading with a demo account. You need to start with at least $5,000 prop firm. Then you are going to build psychology, discipline. You're going to build yourself psychologically wise and technically wise. So you're going to gain two things at the same time. For me personally, I got to a point where I was no longer trading anything, any personal or any, how do they call it? No personal account, no prop firm account, the whole of December. Most of the trades that I was taking those trades knowing exactly what I was doing, because when I was trading my personal or my prop firm account, I didn't know exactly what I was doing. I blew up those accounts because even when I was having good trades, if you ask me why did you finally get this trade this way, I won't tell you. But I finally did my weekly or my monthly win, how they calling it? My monthly, how do they call it? I wrote it somewhere. Okay, I finally did my win rate because I wanted to know my win rate. I never knew what my win rate was, but if you ask me right now, I'm going to tell you that my win rate is approximately 68%. Now this month of December I traded for the four weeks, but that does not mean I took trades every day, right? The first week I had 5 trades, and out of these 5 trades, no, the first week I had 7 trades, and out of these 7 trades I had 5 wins and 2 losses. The second week I had 8 trades, and out of these 8 trades I had 6 wins, 2 losses. The third week I had 5 trades, and out of these 5 trades I had 7 trades, sorry, and out of these 7 trades I had 5 wins, 1 loss, 1 break even. And on the fourth week I had 2, 4, 5, 6 trades, 1 win, 2 losses, 2 missed trade, 1 break even trade. Now this gives me a total of 17 wins, 8 losses, 2 missed trades, and 2 break evens, which bring me down to 29 trades in total and 68% win rate, which is very good. It's amazing. I had never not had something like this in my whole trading career. This is my first time that I'm sitting and you ask me what is my win rate, what is this, what is that, what is the other one, and I'm going to tell you eventually. So this is it for this video, and I hope that you found some value in this video. One thing about me and my posting is that don't expect a lot of editing from me. Don't expect me to do too much. I am just here to share with you a raw experience. It's going to be good sometimes, it's going to be bad other times, but I'm sharing my experience, and I'm glad that I have a community of people that I'm sharing with them. Some people are learning, some people are not learning, but moving 2024, I want my content or my journey to be more about teaching people, because in as much as there is information everywhere, but there are people who are still keeping some things for themselves. I don't mind sharing everything that I know, everything that I've done, everything that is making me successful as a trader today. So thank you so much for watching. I'm definitely going to see you in another video, and goodbye.